Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Hawashai, Ba'ashim Kakwarash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yisharala that rule well, and salutations to you, Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. And basically, what I'm going to touch on today is something that Elder Apostle Gabar had mentioned not too long ago, and I had wrote it down for a lesson in the future, and the Spirit just jumped on me today to go back, and look at my notes and do it. But basically, it's he had mentioned a word that I wasn't familiar of, and the word was coerced, if I'm saying it correctly. And basically, what coerced means is forced. Something forced, something that you're doing, that you do unwillingly, that somebody has to tell you or force you to do it, right? And what he was referring to was sacrifices, you know and because when we give out these sacrifices, when we're doing videos, praying, fasting, you know letting go of certain things for the Lord, all that, the Lord doesn't want you to half-ass it or to do it unwillingly. He wants you to do it willingly, not forced, you know? And something, and also that sacrifice something meaningful as well, because if it's not meaningful to you, is it really a sacrifice? And that's all what it boils down to, man. If we want to sacrifice to the Lord certain things, whether letting go of certain things, being more disciplined in certain things, doing certain videos, going out in the highways and the byways, fasting, all that, if we want the Lord to accept it and be pleased with it, we gotta do it do them willingly, wanting to, and do something meaningful, that's meaningful to us, so we could really show the Lord, like, look, this is a real sacrifice. you know there's no point if you're sacrificing something to the Lord that means nothing to you. It's not a sacrifice. So we got to make sure when whatever we sacrifice to the Lord is not coerced, but it's more willingly, and that is how the Lord is going to accept our sacrifice. Now, I'm going to start off with this John chapter 4 and 23. It says, "But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him." Right? So if we call ourselves those true worshippers that worship him in spirit and in truth, then hey, let's do the sacrifice in spirit and in truth, willingly, wanting to do it, not being forced. You know, actually do it in a way where the Lord will be pleased, even if it kind of bothers our flesh. You see, that's who the Lord is seeking for, man. Not these guys that half-ass doing certain things and call it sacrifice, but they're not really sacrificing it because they're not really letting go of that thing, or their fast is not a real fast. They're halfway doing it. Things like that. We can't be like these camps, man. Either we're gonna be all in or all out. Verse 24, Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth, man. Those truthful, honest, sincere, sacrifices, man. You know? Hey, and if it is that we're struggling to really find joy in this, or like, then hey, pray to Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, man. Lord, let this be my delight above all, above anything and everything. Lord, let me delight in this. Let me be more motivated to do lessons, to go out in the highways and the byways, to talk about you, to pray, to fast, to all that. you know So like that, hey, You could get in that spirit, and then you'll be a man that the Lord greatly delights in, man. Just like Job. You see, the sacrifices of old, when we actually used to sacrifice animals and all that, the Lord didn't like a sacrifice when a nigga came in and said, you know what, I got plenty of goats. I'm gonna do this sin and I'm gonna sacrifice this to the Lord. That wasn't a sincere sacrifice, you know. He did it because he had a lot of, a lot of goats, a lot of sheep. The Lord doesn't like sacrifices like that. He likes something like, you know what, fuck, I fucked up, Lord. Damn, you know what? Because I fucked up, now I'm gonna fast for you. Now I'm gonna do this for you. Now I'm gonna do that. You know, cause that why? Cause that's a sincere sacrifice, man. You know, you actually feel bad, and you're actually doing you're showing the Lord that you feel bad. You know, and even though you don't have to, you're actually telling the Lord that you're going to. You know, and because of that, and you're showing that you're willingly, the Lord is gonna accept it even more. You know, you think the Lord is gonna come back and want to save somebody that felt forced to do his will, that felt forced to do his work? Nah, he's gonna come back and save those that were willingly and happily doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, now that doesn't mean you're not gonna have joy in doing anything else. Yeah, you might have joy in doing other things, but this should be the main thing. This should be to the point where it overcomes and overpass and surpasses all the other things that you like to do. You know, that's why a lot of brothers fall when these extra orders come out upon the brotherhood, because they're really not doing it in truth and sincerity or willingly. You know, they get offended instead of being, you know what, oh shit. For example, the video day. Oh, a video day, you know what? I don't know. I never did a video day. I usually did 3 or 4 throughout the week. This is something new, but hey, I trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and I like doing this work, so I'm gonna take it a day at a time. The Lord will provide, you know? The Lord likes and delights in men like that. Not men that feel forced, you know, because eventually you will get offended, man. Hey, this is First Peter 5:2. It says, "Feed the flock of Yahweh, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof." Right, doing the work of the Lord, feeding the sheep, doing these lessons, fasting, praying, breaking bread. Hey, sometimes you might have something planned, but a brother might want to break bread, and the other thing you plan you could postpone, but now you're fighting against like, oh shit, fuck, I really wanted to do this, but the brother needs this. You know what, Lord, this is more important. I'm gonna do this. You know. Hey, and the Lord delights in that because He knows that you really want to do the other thing and you forsook it for the ways of the Lord. That's how we got to do. It says, not by constraint, but willingly, not a filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. So not coerced, you know, being forced to do it, but willingly wanting to do it. Oh yeah, brother, you know what? I had this planned, man, but that could wait, man. You know, let me just make a couple calls and you just come back here at this and this time, and we'll get to it. I'll give you the breakdown. We'll break bread, so on and so forth. And guess what? When you do your sacrifices like that, you feel a whole lot better. You feel a whole lot confident because you did it exactly how the Lord wanted to. How the Lord ordained it to, man. See, a lot of times we tend to do certain things that satisfy us right now at the moment, and those things only leave us to more doubt in ourselves, you know. Cause like, damn, we gave in that quick. We did this, all this, that. You know what? I could have done this better. I could have, no, you know, and that gives you, and that leaves you in a doubtful mindset. But when you do things the right way, and you overcome the flesh, and even though it was kind of hard, but you overcame it, and you did the work of the Lord the way He wanted. You feel a lot better than if you would have taken that instant satisfaction. Why? Because you're feeding your spirit, not your flesh. You see? So even the Lord telling us to do this willingly, with a willing for spirit, is good for our spirit. You know, we should do things that will make us happy for the long run, and not for the short time, man. What's gonna make us happy for the long run? What's more beneficial to our spirit, and it's gonna last longer? Doing the work of Yahweh Shemi Shai in truth and in sincerity, willingly, man. Let me look up that word. Constraint. See, by force or constraint. There you go. You know, so not by force. Do the work of the Lord not by force, but willingly. And like I said, prayer is key, man. You feel like your flesh. Now, sometimes the flesh is gonna scoff. Yeah, it's always gonna happen, but that doesn't mean that's you. That's how, you have to overcome it. But if it's to the point where you're taking heed more to the flesh, and you're despising it, and now you like the demons are winning, then hey, that's when you pray, and that's when you, Lord, please let this be my delight. Lord, please guide me so I can do your work the way you want it, and not just half-ass it. You know. Hey, the scriptures say, it's in Sirach, it says, "Hate not laborer's work which the Lord had prescribed." When you do it by constraints, because you hate doing it, you don't delight in it. But when you delight in it, then nobody's gonna be able to tell you what you need to do and all. You're gonna be ahead of the game. You know. Hey, I know the elders ask for seven videos, one video a day to 7 videos a week. You know what? I'm gonna do more than that. They're not asking, but hey, I'm gonna do it because I love the Lord. You know. Hey, the Lord talks about those that are bound and do more than what they were asked. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe it's in the New Testament. Okay, I think this is one. I'm not sure this is the one I was trying to look for, but this could work. Ephesians 3:20 says, "Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly," right, "above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us." So those that are in the only way you're gonna be able to do that, if you do the work of the Lord willingly. If you're not doing this willingly, you're gonna half-ass and do the bare minimum. You know. So what about those that do it willingly and end up doing more than what they are asked, and what the elders think of, really the Spirit asked them for, as long as they're not enforcing the course either, because it's a balance to that too, you know. and they're doing it according to the power that the Lord gave us. Unto him be glory in the church by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach throughout all the ages, world without end. Amen. Why? Because that's a true man that's doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in truth and in sincerity. You know? And that man is going somewhere. That shows that man is really fighting. Hey, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. So you really think the Lord is gonna save us if we give him half-ass sacrifices? Nah, man. So hey, let's put our head in the game, man, and start, humbling ourselves, meditating more, and asking the Lord to give us that spirit. If it is we don't have it, and if we do have it, to increase it and to keep it upon us. You know, because if not, then hey, shit, we're fucked. You know, we're fucked. If anything, we're worse than the other niggas, man. Because we're over here got an opportunity to do the work and we blew it. You know. So the Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you, brethren. Hopefully you got what I was trying to explain, was trying to say, and yeah, just meditate and ask the Lord for that spirit, man. So and to the best of our ability, let's try to do the work of the Lord more willingly than more forced, or and look at it more as a more, look at it more with delight that than work and labor and remember, we sin, man. We gotta seek the Lord 10 times more. The Lord doesn't know a shit. you know let's get off that high horse and humble ourselves, man. Delight in this. So with that, call all Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders that Sharada that rule well, and salutations to you Akim out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, abba.